Iran has gone nuclear. Iran, you know Iran or Iran, like Americans say. So do we say Iran or Iran or Iran? Like Iran, Iran. Anyway, you understand what we mean. So Iran has gone nuclear. They have the nuclear weapon, the atomic bomb. This is the atomic bomb. Okay, so the atomic bomb was discovered in World War II, physically, when it was thrown by the Americans in Japan with Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Big bombs, unfortunately unaliving many, many human beings, innocent for the most. Of course, it was thrown not in a military base or, something like that. It was civilians that were hit with the nuclear bomb. But today we are being preached about being very careful about the nuclear bomb. Let not the nuclear bomb fall into the hand of the wrong people. How many wrong people have thrown the nuclear bomb? That's an interesting question. Only one person has thrown a nuclear bomb to people, and that one entity tells everybody to be very careful. Not everybody should have the nuclear bomb. Be careful that the nuclear bomb falls into the hand of the wrong people. Well, Iran or Iran or Iran, however you want to say it, they now apparently have the nuclear bomb. Why do we say that? Because there was an earthquake that was massive. Earthquake in Iran and Israel fueled theories of covered Iran nuclear testing. So people believe it was probably a nuclear test by Iran. Okay, and the timing was really, really scary. And this was coupled with the geopolitical situation that we're seeing right now. Iran and Israel not getting along. Iran and America don't like each other. They did the test. That's what many people think. There was a massive earthquake. The people were shaking. Have you experienced earthquake before? Well, if you haven't, it can be very scary, because I have. A moderate earthquake struck both Iran and Israel in the evening of October 5th, stirring intense speculation about the cause. 4.6 magnitude earthquake. That's massive, fellas. So many people believe Iran has gone nuclear. They apparently may have dug underground 10 kilometers to explode their nuclear weapon, to make sure that it's to test. Why have they gone underground? Because they don't have external bases like that anymore. Because they're scared satellite will pick up on them, and at the right time they will bomb them like they usually do. Like America, when America goes to war, they don't necessarily go to war on foot. When going war on foot, you really show who's the good soldier. Well, they don't do that. America brings aeroplane first, they will bomb you, finish your defense, then come walk in. Many people believe if America never had to come and bomb you first, they're probably going to be beaten up like they got really a tough time in Vietnam. You watch those movies in Vietnam, right? You know why they show you movies in Vietnam? I mean, you know what? When I watch those movies in Vietnam, the Rambo, Commando, all these movies in Vietnam, where Americans are always winning, you know what I mean? And you tend to believe that Vietnamese were the wrong people. Americans are the good people. If you follow history, they went to Vietnam uninvited. So the Vietnamese was actually defending the country, asking these people to leave my country. And remember, Muhammad Ali, who was champion at the time, they tried to force him to go to Vietnam and fight. He said, I'm not going to fight the Vietnam. I have no problem with the Viet Congs. I have no issue with the Viet Cong.
My conscience won't let me go shoot my brother. Some darker people, some poor, hungry people in the mud for big, powerful America, and shoot them for what? They never called me nigger. They never lynched me. They never put no dogs on me. They never robbed me of my nationality, raped and killed my mother and father. What, I'm going to shoot them for what? How can I go shoot them? Them little poor little black people, little babies and children and women. How can I shoot them poor people? Just take me to jail.
Anyway, and he was demoted as a champion. So basically, Iran has put its base underground to avoid being bombed. Because when you get bombed, then they take out all your capabilities. And apparently 10 kilometers underground is where they've done the test. Is this truth or not? Or is this just an earthquake? So many reactions online from internautes. We're going to try to read some of them here. Someone said that Iran has gone nuclear since last night. They used a test bomb 10 kilometers below the surface near Surman to ensure minimum radiation exposure and it resulted to 4.6 scale earthquake, which was recorded by seismographs. So yeah, they've done this apparently to avoid radiation, which is very dangerous when explosion is made. Somebody else says Iran earthquake really scares Israel. They are blubbering on whether they'll attack Iran. Looks like the secret is having nukes. No country will mess with the nuclear power. Do you agree with this or not? The secret is nukes. I mean, every country that's powerful enough militarily is respected. Do you know why they haven't bombed Russia? Like, everybody's against Russia. I don't know how many, 30 countries against Russia. Do you know why they haven't bombed Moscow? You know, right? They've bombed Syria many times. They bombed Iraq. They bombed many places. They haven't bombed Russia. They have not bombed North Korea. Do you know why? Because they have capability. They haven't bombed China because of Taiwan. Because they know if they dare, it's going to be mess. When you have no defense, they treat you like the way they're treating Uganda. I mean, Uganda is defense, but not nuclear defense. You know what I mean? So this person says the secret is to have your nuclear. Somebody also say Iran first demonstrated its ability to deliver a warhead with pinpoint accuracy everywhere they wanted to. And then came the desert earthquake that looks more and more like a nuclear test. Yes, Iran bombed Israel with 200 missiles. Well, they didn't show us everything. Many of the missiles were destroyed, but some of the missiles were hit target. Okay? They hit target. And they say if Israel tries to do anything funny, any retaliation, they're going to bomb Tel Aviv. That was a warning, final warning, scary.
If Israel want to respond to the last night's attack, they will face a more severe response. Israel's Iron Dome is more fragile than glass, and the world needs to stop them and put this apartheid regime in their place.
Again, so we must be skeptic in many ways. While underground nuclear tests can produce seismic activity, the specifics of this event raises questions. So we're not 100% sure whether it's nuclear. Iran nuclear sites, such as Natanz, are fortified deep underground, indicating capability for such operations. So Iran has the capability because they've been preparing for this for the longest time. They know America and some other countries don't like them, okay? And they got to prepare for themselves. I mean, I don't care where you are, which side of the world you are, which side of reality you are on, whether you're a good person or a bad person. The ability to protect yourself is number one. The ability to be, strong is very important. That's why nobody goes to North Korea. Because, it's going to be big trouble. Nobody goes and forces them to do things the way they want. If we saw Muammar Gaddafi trying to lift up Libya into becoming a very free country. Libya is a country where most people paid no tax. There was no tax on citizens because government had enough money. They had a lot of oil. And the revenue of oil was distributed to the population. Like the companies or the country makes benefits and they come to your home, say, dude, we sold oil. You are entitled to the benefit. Here is some money for you. Hello, we have money from oil. Here is your money. That's what Libya did. Unlike our countries in Africa where only politicians and their second wives and third wives and fifth wives and all that stuff that benefit from it. They buy big cars, build big houses, big buildings and stuff, while most of the people are just suffering in the streets, selling bananas and potatoes, and some are trying to cross going to South Africa. Then the South African says, leave our country. I'm a kwere. Sorry, South Africans, I didn't try to be funny. I'm just being honest, because people can't fight. Now, in Libya, that was not the reality. Libya was the first world country in Africa. They had all the abilities. They had money. If you wanted to be a farmer, government will give you money to be a farmer. And the tools. They'll even give you seed and a trainer to prepare you into becoming a successful farmer. And as soon as you make money, you can start reimbursing as soon as you want. No obligation. That was Libya for you, fellas. Libya was a place where they brought in water. It was a dry land, desert. Muammar Gaddafi did the biggest irrigation project in the world. In the whole world. And they called him dictator for bringing water to his people. Look at that. That changed the climate of the country. So people could live. No more desertic area. Well, they had to take that out. Unfortunately for him, the Libyan presidents back in time paid the money that Africans needed to have a telecommunication satellite that's African. Before that, Africa used to rent satellite telecommunication from Europeans where they pay $500 million for communication, for you to use a cell phone. From a call from Africa to Africa, it was very expensive until Gaddafi paid for it. They hated him for that. Well, he didn't prepare on one thing. He did not prepare militarily. The country was great socially, okay? There was good benefit for everybody. But militarily, there was nowhere. He was taken out like a sheep. Sad story. Very sad story. So you gotta protect yourself. I don't care what you are. You're a good person, great. Protect yourself. You're a bad person, or you better protect yourself, because the good person will come bomb you. That's what it is. Good or bad, I mean, sometimes it's bad, but if you look at the world today, good or bad really depends on which side of the story you are. I'm just being honest with you, right? So Africa needs to invest into technology, invest into knowledge, invest into security, cyber security. We just want to drink, have a second wife, a third wife, then drink, buy a big car, build a house and a building, drink, like I don't even get it. Security, armor, protection, defense. It's sad. Even the countries in Africa that are doing great, I'm sad to tell you it's because of the white people. I'm sorry, you can get as pissed off as you want. The reason why South Africa's army is good is because of the whites. If you don't like it, I don't care. You can go put a thing around your neck and jump. Because we don't build nothing. Just look at what black people do. Go to the black people's neighborhood. That's how you know what black people are capable of. And I'm sorry, this is going to hurt your feelings. I don't give a continental. We've inherited things in some countries of Africa where you will see Lebanese do great, better than Africans. Indians do better than Africans. White people in Africa do better than white. I'm sorry, they build things, they have projects and ideas, and we just come and act like, okay, it belongs to us too now. But if you leave it within the hands of blacks, it gets messed up. Other people understand. You need to be strong. You can't be leaving behind people using their technology. You need to have your own technology, your own cell phones, your own operating systems, your own network system, your own everything. Stop complaining and crying. Stop looking for equality. You're not on that level yet. You need to admit it before you reach. You need to sit down and say, dude, I don't know. These people are better than me. Let me just act like we equal, but let me resource myself. Stop acting like you own. You don't own shit. Go look at your kasi, where you stay. Go look at your home. Go look at your neighborhood. That's what you are. Do like Iran. Find nuclear. Do like North Korea. I'm not saying what Iran does is good. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I'm pro-Iran. I'm not. I don't give a continental about North Korea or anything. I'm saying you should be independent. Don't rely on nobody's protection. Protect yourself. Let destiny decide for you. But in terms of protection and knowledge and accreditation, get it. Be the best you can possibly be. God bless.